Well, it's turned into a home run party for the Ridgefield Raptors. Came back to score 4 runs in the last couple innings, including a 2-run home run by Patrick Stark. He is up next, and he will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning, facing Caden Kalber out of Washington State. Patrick Stark, his first home run in a West Coast League game in the 4th inning. 2-run bomb to left field, followed up the next inning by a 2-run bomb by Will Chambers to right field. And the Raptors are up to 7 home runs on the series. A fister towards short, 2-hopper by Paul Myra running in, sidearms to first, and the out is recorded. First pitch ground out for Patrick Stark. And the top of the 6th inning, bottom of the 6th inning starts out well for Caden Kalber and the Walla Walla Sweets, although the Raptors still lead by 2 into the bottom of the 6th inning. After today, a day off on Monday, Caden Connor, who's on deck, will celebrate his 21st birthday. And then another home series beginning Tuesday with the Cowlitz Black Bears making the trip south from Longview. Bases empty for Micah McDowell, getting his 3rd plate appearance of the day. He has reached both times. Micah takes outside for ball 1. He's from Halifax, Nova Scotia. He has a single and a walk today. Had a single and a walk on Friday in his one other start. He was a pinch runner yesterday, did not have an at-bat in the ball game. With 1 out and the bases empty, the 1-0 pitch from Caden Kalber from the stretch, and it is over the plate for strike 1 to even the count for Micah McDowell from Oregon State University. He has not scored yet today, but he does have a single and a walk. Brady Casper from Oregon State has a run scored. And so Ridgefield trying to extend the lead here. 1-1 pitch to McDowell is called a strike. And 1 ball and 2 strikes to Micah McDowell, left-hand hitting outfielder. He's getting the start in center field today, with his Oregon State teammates on either side of him. Wade Meckler to his right. Well, to right field, I guess his left. And Brady Casper in left field. Here's the 1-2 pitch to McDowell. It's down and away. Ball 2 at 85 miles an hour from Caden Kalber. Checking in at 6'7", 185 pounds out of Washington State. Originally from Pasco, Washington. Just turned 22 years old a couple weeks ago. And the lanky right-hander to the plate with the 2-2. It's outside for ball 3, and McDowell has worked a full count now with 1 out and the bases empty. Ridgefield ahead 6-4, going for a 3-game win streak and a sweep of the Walla Walla Sweets. First series between these two teams this summer. They do close the regular season against each other, so if Ridgefield can finish the momentum here, bodes well for playoff implications. The payoff from Caden Kalber. It is low for ball 4, and it bounces out of play. It goes over the screen that kicks off the catcher, and McDowell will be given first base since he was at the plate, and that ball goes out of play on a walk to McDowell, and then it skipped over the catcher and completely over the screen. And they say in baseball, no matter how many games you've seen, you're going to see something new. Most games, at least one thing that's not quite anything you've seen before. And I don't know about you, but that qualifies for me. A walk where the ball gets out of play just on a ricochet, and it just absolutely skyrocketed out of the field of play onto the netting that hangs over the fans. And it only gives McDowell first base since he wasn't already getting to first, the ball skipping away when he was still at the plate. So he's at first, 1 out, and Caden Connor the batter. It's way inside on the first offering, nearly hit him. And ball 1 of Caden. He has had a perfect day so far, a single, a double, a triple, single, double, home run in reverse order. He had the home run in the first inning, a solo shot. He's the leadoff man. Then an RBI double in the second inning, and a single in the fourth inning. He has scored once today and has 2 RBIs, a throw over to first. He's had a ridiculous series. He's 9 for 13 on the series. He has 2 home runs, 2 doubles, a triple, and 4 singles. Went 4 for 6 Friday, 2 for 4 yesterday. With a 1-0 count from Caden Kalber. Caden Connor, a day shy of his 21st birthday at the plate, swings and grounds one towards the third base side and gets into left field. Another single for Caden Connor, his 10th hit of the weekend. He is now 10 for 14 And he's already hit for the cycle over the weekend. He could hit for the cycle today if he gets a triple later. But he gets another single here. He's 4 for 4 in the ballgame. That already ties the single-game record in Ridgefield history. He did that on Friday. He has retied his record with 4 hits. He's 4 for 4. And he might get another at-bat today. He could set the record with 5 hits, but we won't get ahead of ourselves. The most important thing right now is what Wade Meckler can do. He's got runners in first and second, 1 out. Bottom of the 6th inning. Ridgefield ahead 6-4 in this contest. Meckler, who's 0 for 3 in this ballgame, has 1 out from Caden Kalber. He's got some more velocity and a softly hit ground ball to short. Paul Meyer underhands to second. Parker Price to first and not in time. He did not throw very hard, kind of falling away. He didn't plant his foot and throw hard to first. And Wade Meckler beats it out. And the inning is not over yet. It'll go down as a 6-4 fielder's choice. Meckler safe at first. And Micah McDowell gets to third. Caden Connor forced down at second base. And now 2 outs, and John Peck is at the plate. John Peck, who has gotten hit by a pitch 2 consecutive plate appearances. He's 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Both hit by pitches were on the first offering. So he's only seen 2 pitches since the first inning, and they both hit him, although neither one very hard. He's got runners on the corners, 2 outs. Caden Kalber facing him for the first time today, and the first pitch does not hit him, although not very far off from doing so. He raises his hands to avoid it. Ball 1 to John Peck. 1-0 the count. This is the first time Kalber is facing him. He's seen 3 different pitchers now. Turner Edwards hit him on the first pitch, and then he scored on a home run by Will Chambers. That was last inning. Will is on deck after his 2-run home run last inning. Here's the 1-0 pitch. It's on the outside edge for strike 1. John Peck raises his head for a moment, and I can't read his mind, but I have a feeling it has something to do with I'm surprised about that call, but okay. It's a 1-1 count, 2 outs, runners on the corners. Bottom of the 6th inning. Caden Kalber from the stretch out of Washington State. And the right-hander gets a swing and a miss on an off-speed at 79 miles an hour to John Peck. John, who leads the team with 55 hits on the year. He's second in the West Coast League with RBIs of 38 on the year. Came into this game just 1 behind the league lead. And it's his own teammate, Caden Connor, who's got some distance on him. 2 more RBIs. John Peck has an RBI opportunity. The 1-2 pitch, he checks his swing, and on appeal, he did not go around, and the inning is not over yet. 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Ridgefield ahead by 2 here in the 6th inning. So John Peck started to swing. It was a pitch outside and did just barely hold back, and the Pepperdine infielder has another chance here to get an RBI. Ridgefield hoping to get some insurance runs here. They have out-hit the Sweets today, 9-4. A 10th hit would be nice here. John Peck wiggling the bat for the 2-2 pitch. He again checks his swing, but that one's in the zone for strike 3. The inning is over, and no runs come in on the frame, despite a walk and a batters. Then yesterday, it wasn't quite to the same degree, but the 7th inning was still good. Ridgefield ended up scoring 3 runs in that 7th inning on 3 hits. And so Ridgefield scoring 9 runs so far this series in 7th innings. Here's game 3 of the series. And the 7th inning will begin with Caden Kalber throwing to Will Chambers. The first pitch is a slider outside for ball 1 to Will Chambers, who already has a home run in the day. He's got 3 extra base hits on the series. All 3 of his hits are for extra bases. He's got 2 doubles and a homer on the weekend. Leadoff man in the bottom of the 7th is ahead 1 ball and no strikes from the Washington State pitcher Kalber, who tosses in a strike on another off-speed. It's a 1-1 count to Will Chambers, who launched his home run at 104 miles an hour off the bat to the power alley in right center field, which is 360 feet away from the plate. He hit at 421 feet. The 1-1 offering is sliced down the left field line and towards the soccer field off the top of the fence and might go in for a goal. Will it get in? No, it'll miss wide into the penalty box, but no goal for Will Chambers. It's a 1-2 count with no outs and a 1-run lead for the Ridgefield Raptors. Switch hitting Will Chambers, who's batted left-handed at all points today, facing another righty, and Caden Kalber swings late on the 86-mile-an-hour offering from Kalber, and he strikes out for the first time today. 1 down in the 7th inning. It'll be Isaac Lovings next up. Lovings with 1 out, nobody on. A 6-5 lead for the Raptors out of Pacific University. He's the catcher, which he's been primarily a catcher ever since he was 13 years old. His dad was a catching coach, a college catching coach, in fact, in Forest Grove for Pacific University. Now, Isaac started out his college career in Portland at Concordia, but after that university shut down, he transferred to Pacific. Although his dad is no longer coaching there, he retired once Isaac, a few years ago. I think Isaac was a freshman in high school, he said. Either way, he was a college catching coach when Isaac was growing up. As he fouls off the first pitch, 0-1 is the count, 1 out. Bottom of the 7th inning, Ridgefield ahead by 1. Loving's at the plate with a home run earlier this series. The 0-1 to Isaac is inside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. He said catching was pretty tough for him at first. He didn't like it right away because he didn't have the strongest arm. He was one of the shorter players on his team and just didn't have the arm strength to be a solid catcher yet. And so it wasn't easy going at first, but he grew into it. 1-1 pitch is swung on late, and he misses it. It's 1-2 to Isaac Lovings. He said football helped him a lot. He's been playing football since the 4th grade. He's a center and middle inside linebacker, and just the weightlifting and movements of football help build strength and the mentality, aggressiveness. 1-2 pitches outside to Isaac Lovings, who checks in at 245, just under 6 feet. 2-2 count to Isaac with 1 out. Launched a home run on Friday. 3-run bomb from his 4 RBI. Swings and hits one back to the pitcher. Kailber waits on it. Fields in front of the mound and throws to first. And the out is recorded. 2 down here in the 7th inning. Ridgefield still leading by 1 run. Cody Darcy is next up. He also has a home run in the series. He came in 3 for 9 today. 2 outs, nobody on for Ridgefield. Bottom of the 7th inning continuing for the Raptors. Ahead 6-5. Darcy has a pair of flyouts and a ground out on the day. He's the third baseman today. Using the black-colored bomb bat, B-A-U-M, the brand that a lot of these players like, very reliable bats. And ball inside, and Darcy has to bend away from it near eye level. Some chin music from Caden Kailber. And it's ball 1 on Cody Darcy. He just got a new bat, but he hasn't used it yet. He's used it in BP a little bit and thinking about using the new kind of silver, grayish colored bat, but he's stuck with the black one that he used for a home run earlier this weekend. He watches ball 2 away from the plate. 2-0 the count, 2 down, nobody on base. 1-run lead for the Raptors. On deck is Brady Casper, who's 1 for 3 in the contest. Darcy at the plate, right fielder playing deep and down the line while the center fielder shaded to left field. So giant hole in right center field for Darcy. 2-0 pitch is on the outside edge for strike 1. Darcy has most of his power to right field. Of course, a home run would be nice, but even if he just places one towards right center, right over the second baseman, that would take a long time for either of those outfielders to get to it. He has a 2-1 count, and the pitch is on the outside edge again. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Cody Darcy. Ridgefield trailed for most of this game until the 4th inning, when they finally tied the game at 4-4, then had another 2-run home run in the 5th. Will Chambers had the go-ahead bomb, and Ridgefield still leads here in the bottom of the 7th. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Caden Kailber with the base is empty, and the pitch is way outside for ball 3. Full count, 2 outs, base is cleared. Darcy at the plate out of UT San Antonio. A 6'2", 195-pounder out of Kent Ridge High School in Washington. Grew up in Enumclaw. Facing Caden Kailber, who's from Pasco, Washington. Here's the payoff from Caden Kailber, working out of the stretch, and it's swung on and hit towards right center field. This one will split the outfielders. It's not deep enough to get him extra bases. It's cut off by the center fielder Ryberg, but it does drop in for a base hit, and Cody Darcy is the first base runner of this 7th inning. Ridgefield has not gone scoreless in the 7th inning this weekend, and maybe that will not change here, but it'll take some work from Brady Casper. 2 outs and a runner on first. Ridgefield up 6-5 in this ball game, which has lasted now 2 hours and 20 minutes. And we're in the bottom of the 7th. Brady Casper at the plate. Yesterday went 1 for 3 with a walk. Today 1 for 3. We have 2 outs. Caden Kailber from the stretch now. And a liner towards the shortstop. A jumping grab, and Paul Myro snow cones it against his college teammate. And Brady Casper will walk over to give him a how do you do and maybe a little why'd you do